The story begins as Spider-Man is defending a lawsuit in the court with his blind lawyer Murdoch. Mr. Dingus, who is the opponent's lawyer, asks the court to not approve Spider-Man's bail, as he may run away, while Spider-Man's lawyer, Mr. Murdoch, tells the court that his firm is ready to post a $2 million to secure the defendant's trial at court. Mr. Dingus says that they don't even know for whom he is posting the bond, as Spider-Man is wearing a mask. Murdoch replies that his representation, both as a bondsman and an officer of the court, is sufficient, as Spider-Man has helped to capture so many criminals and supervillains. Keeping him inside a jail would be like a death sentence because his enemies may kill him inside. A person named Matthew Dowd stands up, tells the judge that he wants to file his presence in connection with the civil case, Ryan Maxwell versus Spider-Man, aka John Doe, and then puts forward a file requesting court to unmask Spider-Man, as their lawsuit has been hindered by the fact that they don't know who really the person behind the mask is. During the break time, Spider-Man asks his lawyer if the court can order to unmask him, to which he replies that the Superhuman Registration Act prohibits the police from unmasking the superheroes, but if court finds the lawsuit sufficient, they can order to do so. Spider-Man becomes worried and says that he has defeated many supervillains, so he can't lose to a lawyer. When the hearing of the court starts, Matthew Dowd claims there's no constitutional right to dress in spandex and wear a mask, to which Spider-Man's lawyer denies by telling the court that there's a constitutional right to privacy, written in the 14th Amendment, Griswold versus Connecticut. Mr. Dingus tells the court that by passing the Superheroes Registration Act, which requires superheroes to unmask their identity, Congress has already stepped forward in favor of unmasking superheroes, while Murdoch replies that Congress is not a judiciary branch. They can't challenge the law of the land, and further tells the judiciary that they've filed an appeal to the Supreme Court against the Registration Act. Matthew Dowd interrupts him by saying that this isn't relevant to his case, and if the defendant hits his client with a car and runs away, he has every right to check who owns the license plate. So same is the case here. He has every right to see the person behind the mask. Murdoch requests court to have a 23-hour recess. On the next hearing, Murdoch tells the judge that he agrees with Matthew Dowd when he compares his lawsuit to a hit and run, but there are many people who could have driven the car in that suit. So Mr. Dowd needs to prove that who exactly was wearing the costume that day, and unmasking his client today has no evidentiary relevance. Many other Spider-Men enter the court and start jumping from one place to another, shooting webs. Mr. Dowd tries to interrupt, but the judge denies his request. Mr. Murdoch requests the judge to give a decision in the defendant's favor, as Mr. Dowd couldn't prove the allegations. The judge gives a verdict in favor of Spider-Man, stating that Mr. Dowd can't refile the case when they can prove who was wearing the spandex. But Spider-Man can't get his bail right now, and he has to face his pending criminal trial. Spider-Man tells Murdoch that he's grateful to him, but he's wondering where he found all the Spider-Men, as some of them were doing stuff not all people in a costume can do, and if they were clones. Murdoch tells him that he found some friends who were ready to return the favor, and asks him if he remembers how he wore his Daredevil costume to help him get out of the lawsuit. Spider-Man thanks him for his services, while Mr. Murdoch replies that he would soon receive his bill, which includes all the costumes too. And he tells him that he must read the book American Criminal Law, which he has gifted him before. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.